this is Andrea, and today is, I don't know what today is.
Sunday.
No, the number. Is it the 19th or the 20th? Hey, hello. Today is Sunday, the 19th of May, 2024. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for hanging out with me. I have my glass of water here. Let me promote something to you. Water is good for you. Apparently your body is made up of some portion of water. Don't quote me on that. Anyway, Bob tells me that tomorrow is Victoria Day in Canada. I'm not really sure what that means, but to you Canadian
Good day.
Viewers, yeah, good day, eh? And welcome to Sunday. So, what's going on here? It's been wet and rainy almost every day for the past 2 weeks. I'm just adjusting the way I'm sitting. And sometime during that time period, Bob and two of my son's friends, all together, they put a fire pit in. We haven't been able to use it yet because it's been raining. So we're looking forward to that because I've been wanting a fire pit for a very long time. So I'll let you know how that goes. And last night I finished reading. You know, I was reading. Oh, I should have brought the book down because I wanted to show you what the book cover looked like because it's a cool book cover. I think I got it from Barnes and Noble. Like I ordered it online, but I was having trouble finding it at the library. I told you this. I got I read Alice in Wonderland and Alice Through the Looking Glass. And you know, I wasn't too fond of Alice in Wonderland, but I loved Alice Through the Looking Glass. I really enjoyed it. It had a lot of symbolism and wordplay in it. So I would read that again. In fact, part of me wants to read it a second time right now to see, you know, what I missed. But the first one I found stressful to read. I mean, I liked the ideas, you know. I mean, I've seen these ideas before because I've seen Alice in Wonderland movies, you know. And a lot of them put stuff from the two stories together. But just the way that the first one's written, Alice in Wonderland, is very stressful, you know. Because, like, everybody's always, like, yelling at her and correcting her, and she doesn't know where she's going, and she's too big to get in this place and too small to do this other thing. And yeah, it's like when you have the flu and you fall asleep and you have terrible dreams. That's what Alice in Wonderland's like. But Through the Looking Glass, I thought it was fun, and I really liked it. I really liked Through the Looking Glass. It was enjoyable. So, I'd love to know your thoughts on these two stories if you've read them. Like I said, it's different than seeing the movie because the book, like I said, the first one, Alice in Wonderland, was so stressful. So what are you up to? Give me the news. I think we've been watching, we finished watching Fallout, the TV show. Oh my goodness, why am I saying that? I only watched the first episode and the last episode. I have to go back and watch it. I feel like, I don't know, like I'm all mixed up right now. We've been watching Foundation. The TV show, is it on Apple? It's based on the book by Isaac Asimov. And it's interesting, even though it has time stuff in it. So, I mean, I kind of think it's possible to go backwards into memories. Going into memories is kind of like traveling back in time. And if you're watching this video, you're traveling back in time to when I made this video. Just by watching it.
And you're time traveling.
You are time travelers. Congratulations. How does it feel? You're probably thinking, I should have picked a more interesting time to travel to. So last night, we had some family friends over, and none of them had seen Airplane before. So, of course, we watched Airplane. And then after we watched Airplane, we watched Airplane 2. Which, for some reason, I always put the two movies together in my mind. Like, I think all the joke things happened in the first movie instead of... I guess because I've seen them so many times. I don't know. So, that was interesting, watching people see the movie for the first time. And then they had the thing... So, you know, they have the part where they're going through the airport, and people keep giving them a flower. This religion wants to give you a flower. Can you give me a donation? And then it reminded me of when before 9/11 and before we had the, you know how you can't, so if you're young enough, you don't know this, but used to be you could go to the airport and just go wherever you wanted. Just, you couldn't go on the airplane. You didn't have to have a ticket or whatever, okay? And like when my kids were young and we first came back up to Pennsylvania, a few times I took them to the Philadelphia airport, and we went to, I think it's A. It's the part of it that's really big like this, and you could sit there and watch the planes fly in. And they had this big machine there. They had a what kind of machine is that called? It's named after a guy because it does things that Rube Goldberg had a Rube Goldberg machine, and we used to play with that at the thing. Anyway, when you used to go to the airport, usually it was Hare Krishnas at the one in Philadelphia. They would be wearing robes and they'd be bald, and they'd try to get you to give them money. And it's so weird to see stuff like that on a movie, and you like forget that these things used to happen. I don't know. And like for young people to see it and be like, they probably think it's not a real thing. Yeah, like they don't. Yeah, it's weird. Anyway, it's strange watching these old movies, you know. Well, you know, I don't always feel like making a video, so people always say don't explain it on here, but I don't want it to be a chore. I just want it to be a fun thing that I do. You know, I started doing these videos for two reasons. One was like it became three reasons. One was like as a video diary to talk about stuff that's going on. And another one was to help me with speaking, because I was having trouble speaking after a stroke. And the third reason is that I like it to be like a conversation, that I'm here in your living room or wherever you're sitting, and we're having a conversation, and maybe we're having a glass of water or some coffee. I only drink 2 cups of coffee, so I already had my 2 cups of coffee today. I'll tell you what, though. I keep putting off going to the grocery store, so we just keep trying to eat whatever's hanging around in the house. Oh my goodness. I do not like to go to the grocery store. And Bob used to love going to the grocery store. And the thing is that, so when we were a little younger and we both were working, I don't work now. I haven't worked in like 15 years, I think, because of medical reasons. But when we were both working, he would do most of the grocery shopping, don't you think? Yeah, he would do most of the grocery shopping. So it would be at night, one night a week, or it would be on Saturday. And then when I stopped working, I started doing most of the grocery shopping, and I cannot stand it. I can't.
During COVID, I did it all.
Oh, yeah, during COVID, he did all of it because I have some medical problems, so I didn't really want to go out in public very much. Anyway, let's not talk about the COVID times. The COVID times. It almost seems like Not that it never happened, but it's such a surreal time period. Anyway, I said I wouldn't talk about it. So, as for my garden, I haven't gotten very far because it's been raining. So, that's embarrassing. But I'm trying to not put too much pressure on myself about it. What gets done, you know? I want it to be something I enjoy, not that's like a chore, you know? So. Oh, P.S. P.S. There's a video on Bob's channel, Bob Appetit, where he's doing Spanish cod. I'll put a link to that video in the description below. Okay, so hopefully you heard all that. Anyway, that's all I got for you. Talk to you later. Bye.